All right, people. So Donald Trump once again really does very well in the Super Tuesday 2 primaries here. Donald Trump wins. He won Florida, which was winner take all. That was a big one. He won 99 delegates. He won, I think it was Illinois, North Carolina, and Missouri as well, which were some big wins. And then Kasich got Ohio. I expected him to win Ohio since, he was the governor there. But nonetheless, a great day for Donald Trump and a horrible day for Ted Cruz. Marco Rubio, little Marco, moderate Marco, if you want to call him that. That's what I like to call him, moderate Marco. More like liberal Marco. Drops out of the race. Big development there. To see Marco drop out of the race. You kind of expected it after he was doing so shitty. He got crushed by 20% in his own home state. What an embarrassment to Marco. So he's out. So now we're down to 3. Trump, Kasich, Cruz. Kasich's at like 10%, 5-10% maybe. Cruz is at like 20, maybe 20%. I don't know. And then you got Trump about 10, 15, 20 points ahead of Cruz. It varies, when you go state to state and poll to poll. But point is, Trump still has a big lead over Cruz and Kasich. And the other point is, Cruz and Kasich aren't going to get to 1,287 delegates. Doesn't look like it. Cruz has a very slim chance of doing that. And then when you look at Kasich, he does not have any chance of doing that mathematically. So he would have to win by a brokered convention. So it's very interesting. I'm going to put the percentage of Trump, of this going to a contested, a brokered convention. I think that 60% chance it does not go to a brokered convention, because you have a lot of states that I think Trump's going to win, like California, which is a lot of delegates. And I think he's going to win New York because that's his home state. That's a lot of delegates too. With Marco dropping out, some of those people have to go to Trump. But we'll see. And then I think the chances of Trump getting the Republican nomination are 90%. I'll put him at 90%, even if it does go to a brokered convention. Trump's going to be up by a lot probably, so I don't see them really screwing Trump out. I think they'll take their chances of doing Trump versus Hillary as opposed to, screwing Trump out, because that'll cause a massive uproar. So, but it's just great to see some, a candidate like Trump who's just being himself, who's not bought and paid for, rising. And even on the Democratic side, it's nice to see Bernie Sanders, even though he's going to lose, and even though he did get his ass kicked, it's nice to see, Bernie Sanders giving the Democratic establishment a scare, and him being, independent in some senses, not being funded by, Wall Street or these big businesses. So it's nice to see, somebody who's better than Hillary rising, even though he's going to... And I think this is good, because I think if Trump went up against Bernie, he would have a harder time winning, to be honest with you. Trump says, I'd rather go up against Bernie because I think he's easier. I think Trump would have a harder time against Bernie, to be honest, because I think Trump's going to get a lot of the Bernie supporters when Bernie loses to Hillary. And a lot of people, I think, Hillary's losing popularity really fast. So, with the whole email thing, she's being investigated by the FBI, for crying out loud. It's a big fucking deal. So I think Trump will get a lot of Bernie supporters and more of your legitimate, less radical Democrats. But yeah, we're down to 3 now. Marco dropped out. It's nice to see all these establishment Republicans getting destroyed by Trump. If you look at all of them, like Jeb Bush got annihilated by Trump. Marco, same thing, annihilated by Trump. And so now we're down to Ted Cruz, and judging by his actions in the last month, let's face it, the establishment's probably going to get behind him and try to use him to take out Trump. Ted Cruz is basically the establishment now. I mean, he'll try to say he'll probably go out and try, oh, I'm anti-establishment, Trump's the establishment, vote for me. Probably lie some more. You know, I'm so tired of Ted Cruz. He's basically a liberal now. You know, blaming Trump for the rioters, for the lunatics there in Chicago. You have to be kidding me, right? He doesn't blame Hillary Clinton and George Soros for the riots. In the lunacy going on there. He blames Donald Trump. I mean, just ridiculous. So, and then you got Kasich, who's, I don't know what they're going to do. You know, Kasich's just there to take delegates away from Trump, probably. You know, Kasich's not going to win. He's not going to win, let's face it. I mean, he has like a 1% chance of winning, probably. There's no way Kasich's going to win. I mean, he should really drop out, and because he's not doing well. I mean, he's won one state out of what, fucking like 25 states. He's won one. So that there you go. So there's my analysis on the 2016 Super Tuesday Part 2 right there. You know, it's really shaping up to be Hillary versus Trump, which I would be very excited to see. So let's see what happens here. But a very exciting day to see Trump prosper and Trump get a lot of delegates here and win Florida big and win other states. So a great showing by Trump, and I was very happy. So there you go, people.